Imagine the warm glow of a candle, the gentle flicker of light filling your space with calm. This is the magic of Msrubycandles, founded by Elechi Precious Ezihe, a brand that embraces cozy vibes and elevates your senses with the finest in aromatherapy. With each candle, Precious is creating not just a scent, but an experience. She is crafting each with care, transforming your environment, creating moments of peace, relaxation, and pure comfort. Join us on this journey with Precious and her brand, Msrubycandles, and discover aromatherapy at its finest. Most importantly, let their warmth and fragrance work their magic.
My name is Elechi Precious Ezihe, and I'm the founder of Msrubycandles. Msrubycandles started in my house, making candles for my friends, for my families. Guess what? So I will take money, I'll use my money I'm supposed to use to feed myself. I'll take it and go and get candles. Then they sell 100 naira, 50 naira. Then I'll go to my kitchen, melt the candle, and get some of my perfumes, then add to the candles and create a beautiful mold. I don't even know what particular one I'm doing at that time because I had no knowledge about it. But I just wanted to explore because I love art. I love creating things with my hands. And that's how Msrubycandles started. This is a desert candle. It's called a desert candle. When you hear desert, it means something you want to eat. You want to go to a restaurant and have maybe strawberry cheesecake. And this is a big example of strawberry cheesecake. From the fragrance, it's heaven. Okay, this is a jar. It's called a jar. And what I used in making this strawberry cheesecake is called the wax. We have wax, we have wick. So there are a lot of things put together to bring out this strawberry cheesecake. The fragrance, I use strawberry, I use lavender, and I also use strawberry cheesecake to make this. So this is a conjoined, will I say partner? Because this is a sustained relationship. For them to be like this, it's a relationship that have lasted for years and they have memories. They have a lot of things shared together. So me putting this together, I added a fragrance called Moroccan Amber. I added lavender. I added vanilla. So vanilla brings this calmness. I added jasmine. It brings this calmness to the body. And it's made with wax. And what forms this is called a mold. So there's a mold I use to create this beautiful piece. And this is called a feminine sculpture. It's obvious, it's a woman. And you know what a woman signifies. A woman is powerful, a woman is strong. So this is it. And this. This is also a memory. For example, why I created this is you're having a disagreement in a relationship and maybe you guys are trying to come together to make it work. And at last, it worked. So this is called, will I say, which word will I use? Will I say settlement? So this is a hug. It's called a hug candle. It's called a peony. It's obvious that it's a flower. And it's beautiful. It can come in different colors. It depends on what exactly you want. For me, I preferred a plain color, which is white, because it signifies purity. One of my challenges is lack of funds. Because getting this together, it's a lot of stress. Because even if I stock up products, going back again to stock up, it takes a lot of funds. For example, a customer ordered something. the money he gives me, that same money I'm going to use to stock up. And it's not making sense. It's not even helping me. I'm supposed to have stocked up a lot. For example, you come as a customer and tell me, oh, I need like 20 pieces. I need like 30 pieces. It will be so fast for me to get. But because there's no much money to fund the business, what I will just do is, as you're paying for the product, I'm using your money to buy more products. So it's a really big problem for me. My success story is having supportive people in my life, my family, my friends. They are constantly patronizing me back to back. I remember when I started like 1 year ago, they'll be like, oh, do you have this particular fragrance? Do you have this particular one? I need it in my house. Like, they don't even take time to stock up. So it was really a good thing for me. And I wanted to stop because due to not having a lot of finance to do it, but the encouragement, they are always turning up for me. They are always patronizing my business.
Hi, Precious.
Hi, Mr. Banji.
This is Msrubycandles, right?
Yes, sir.
Tell me about it.
Okay. I started officially 3 months ago. Over a year, I've been doing this for my friends, for my family. I was making money out of it though, but it was not as doing it as a business. So I started this candle in my room. I'll go out, get the local candle, then melt it, add my perfume to it as a fragrance, just to spice it. Then I will light it and feel it
feels good.
It's crazy. Like, it's so good. So that's how I started this candle.
So has it been in terms of market traction over the last 3 months, moving from family and friends now to real customers? What has been your experience in terms of money? I mean, at the end of the day, business is about exchanging value for money.
Yeah.
So I want to know how your traction that you've been building has been translating or increasing or decreasing. What has your cash flow been like?
Okay. It hasn't been so easy.
Okay.
Because me marketing it for like 3 months, posting it on my status, on my Instagram, people like, oh, I want this, I want this, I want this specific mold for you to create for me. I go to the market, I use their money and buy the product. So it's not really favorable for me because I'm getting customers who want this particular thing at a particular time.
Okay.
So now maybe a customer tells me, oh, can I have this candle this weekend? But because I don't have much, I have to use the customer's money and buy the candle, and it takes a lot of time. But if I have good funds, I'll be able to make a lot of candles. So immediately a customer calls me and say, oh, I want this, it's available, this particular fragrance is available, this particular design is available. So
I mean, it's good that you mentioned that. I'm happy that you also mentioned that you're getting traction, you're getting demand. But I would like to sound a note of caution, if I may,
okay,
with respect to, even if you have extra funding and then you're able to produce so much more, remember you can then also be stocking so many of your product, which would then affect your cash flow. But now you have now invested all of the money that you have raised to produce the products, so you are compelled to sell them now to willing customers. So there must be some sort of a balance between your demand and supply. And how you can do that is, first and foremost, to be able to identify. You said over the last 3 months, you want to take data of who are your customers over the last 3 months. What sort of fragrances are people been, what sort of candles are people have been desiring of, what sort of fragrances has been the most attractive, so to speak, because that's where you want to focus your energy. Secondly, you've also mentioned platforms that you've been using to advertise, right? Those platforms, for what is worth, is giving you more visibility. But then again, if you raise the funds now, I think that because what you're doing is handcrafted, it's unique, it's very almost bespoke to each individual in terms of, it's like wearing perfumes.
Thank you.
Right? So you may want to develop a strategy whereby you are targeting a niche set of customers with that, right? So they can place orders. Oh, I like this sort of candles in my room. That's what I tend to use in my store. That's what I tend to use in private places. In view of that, right, those sort of people will be willing to invest some sort of money in advance because they want 3 months stock, because they want 1 month stock, and because they have a particular preference on a personal touch with your candles. They are more than willing, more often than not, to be one to commit their funds in advance. That's one. Then secondly, you also want to take advantage of platforms where unique and crafted candles are a selling point, either locally or intercontinentally or globally. You need to identify where are those platforms that these things are done. Because if you can identify with those platforms, yes, what you've done with family and friends may not take you to the next level. By so doing, then you can gauge what it is that you need to do to raise the initial funds, what we call pre-seed funds, to be able to take the business from where it is now to the next level. So I think that we need to look at, for you to be able to improve your cash flow over the next couple of months, you want to spend more time and focus on the market. What are they buying? Which of the fragrances, which of the candles looks more appealing to my market? Secondly, you also want to look at who are those people that have a particular bias for certain sort of fragrances, and are they willing to commit more? Are they willing to commit more funds in advance and then do bulk order? And then also you want to leverage special occasions, people who want to leverage special occasions,
weddings
and things like that. And then they say they want to create an ambience. People who want to do bridal showers, but they wanted to wear a particular aroma or fragrance. So you want to be more niche based rather than generic even. And also, I think that one of the ways that you can also improve your cash flow is by leveraging what we call B2B approach, whereby there are people who display some of those products in stores, gift items, me and you, his and hers, those sort of stuff, right? That you can display at their stores, that become a sales point or a showroom for your product without costing you money. And then they get a fraction of that. So that way you are giving your product more visibility, which allows you to generate more revenue and improve your cash flow without necessarily spending more time on Instagram or Facebook or any of those social media platforms, or even spending on advertising. And by so doing, if you can get in touch with the right customers, the word of mouth marketing strategy or referral strategy is been proven through research to be the most effective and, of course, very lean approach to growing your business. I hope that you find some of these tips useful to be able to improve your cash flow over the next few months. I believe that you have a very, very unique market, but I think also that you need to focus on some of those things that I mentioned earlier in order to be able to grow the brand. I wish you the very best. I think you're doing something really special. All the best.